Hello everybody, welcome to Reverse Homesteading. Just thought I'd show you what we've been up to. We've been cutting down our sweet pittosporum weedy trees that we're allowed to. Yeah, this one and that one. Well, this was a cotoneaster, whatever they're called. Not very good with trees that are not Australian. We have massive piles, like most of that is a tree. Yeah, because we needed more light, and the trees that we have are too close to the fence, too close to the garage. So many things have been allowed to grow up that shouldn't have been there. So I stopped mid-watering because I thought, I'm missing the sunlight to actually show you another video. My week's been full of people instead of gardening, which is fantastic because I had the grandkiddies over. Yesterday they were playing in my veggie soil, but I still haven't got the veggie soil from over there to here, which I will do this week. I have a target of doing that this week. But the little plants are starting to look like they're finally losing their leaves, and yeah, my mint, my $1 mint that I cut off a week ago when I purchased it, a week or two ago. Goodness, there's a cotoneaster seeds that I don't want in here. You cut down the tree and you get the seeds. I think we cut it down just in time. Yeah, so my mint is very happy. It's growing back already. And this one that I said nothing was happening with, my little crocus, I'm not sure if you can see that. It started to grow, so I may have to protect that new growth from the frost when that happens. Usually the end of May is our frosty season, the end of May to about halfway through September, or toward the end of September in Melbourne. It's actually hard to find first and last frost dates online for Melbourne, perhaps because we have the everybody talks about 4 seasons in one day for Melbourne, which is kind of what we do. We can have a super hot sunny day and end with a storm front and some hail. So that's Melbourne for you. Maybe they're not brave enough to do a first and last frost date. But anyway, you can get some information. I showed you my little one and only strawberry, because these were only purchased about a week ago. And I was trying to make sure that they got established well, which they did. So the strawberry plant looks okay. But because we've had rain here and there, and I've just been sort of watering, thinking, I'd better establish these things, my little strawberry went mouldy and nasty. But that's okay. I did think of picking it the other day when it was going red, when I showed you in the video, and ripening it inside, but they never taste the same. But anyway, I'll look forward to strawberries in summer. So as an upshot of that, it reminded me that in the cooler, wetter weather, you don't need the saucer underneath. So I've got the saucers from all of those taken off so I don't forget. So these strawberries will drain a bit better, and that'll probably help the poor little things. Yeah, everything's a bit dry. We're out all day again today. So I'll have to finish my watering before the mosquitoes carry me away. But everything in here seems to be going okay. Had some issues with getting a pot that's a little bit bigger than that. I've got pots that are like 30 centimetres wide, or like a foot wide at the top, and I think they're too big. You're supposed to repot something into like something that size. You'd only go about that much bigger on either side of that pot there. That's my apricot. You shouldn't have it sort of swimming in the new pot, because it's too much of a shock for the roots, and they establish better if they're sort of, the warmth can get to the roots a bit more easily if it's not too huge a pot, and you don't get sparse root systems. You get stronger ones because they're sort of held together a bit better. Anyway, I'm not sure of the science of it. It's my experience in all of that. Excuse my washing, I've only just got home. My goodness, my poor little seeds. You shouldn't let carrot seeds dry out. Don't do that. But I haven't been home today. Should have watered before I left. Yeah, otherwise we have a lot of chopping up to do so that things are small enough to get into our big chipper that we've loaned out to somebody. Yeah, I've repotted my mango, repotted quite a few things actually this week, but I'm still going to put my berry bushes in the garden beds, so, you know, if a miracle happens and we get a house instead of a unit, not that we're looking to move anytime soon, we can take our berries with us. And still not sure about the fruit trees, but for now, once they lose their leaves, which this nectarine almost has, despite the possums eating some, I can repot them then, because they'll be properly dormant if I wait a little while. I was given a whole bunch of asparagus seedlings today, which I've actually left up on the balcony, so I won't bore you with a trip up the balcony for that. But yeah, pretty excited. A new friend actually learned that I like gardening, so yeah, she said, oh, I've got a bunch of asparagus seedlings that have just popped up and I don't need them, would you like them? And I said sure. So she gave those to me this morning. These are looking a little dry, so I'll get to the watering in a minute, but they are still popping out of the ground. I have to give them another aphid spraying with white oil that's diluted, but in the meantime I'm happy with the way they're looking. These need some sea salt. Actually, most things do. They're a little bit yellow, the garlic, and I'm going to move these small garlics here. Hopefully I won't lose their growth there. But something that I have commented on at length on my sister channel on Rocky Tropics Gardening is that if you have vining or indeterminate potatoes, you can get potatoes that go right up the stem to a degree if you mound up soil around them, or straw, or some sort of compost material that doesn't allow the light through. I had issues with straw letting the light through in the tropics just because the sun's so strong there. And I don't know what these are, if they're vining or if they're non-vining, determinate or indeterminate, because I've just planted them from potatoes that we purchased to eat. So I'm going to have a go, and I'll take the garlic out. I was a bit worried about them getting enough sun anyway. I'll put the garlic over there with the other garlic, which is about to sprout, my second planting. But they seem pretty happy, and yeah, so I'll mound up some sugarcane mulch, because that's what I'm using in the garden. Yeah, and I'll plant out my asparagus, my new little asparagus, and I'll show you that as well. So in the meantime, I hope you're having fun in the garden, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.